All right, so everybody already knows that you can use ChatGPT for things like writing articles, writing emails, writing tweets. That's kind of the common stuff that everybody talks about. In this video, I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff that you probably didn't know or didn't think about that you can do with ChatGPT that really extends its usefulness. One of the things I see a lot on places like Twitter and Facebook are people asking me, you talk a lot about all these AI tools, but do you actually use all this AI stuff on a daily basis? And the answer is yes, especially ChatGPT or GPT-4. Now, a lot of times I don't actually use ChatGPT. I like to use the AI playground here and set it on chat and set it on GPT-4. I actually am able to type a little bit longer text and it works a little bit better for me. But when I make videos, a lot of times I like to share doing things with ChatGPT because it's a little more accessible to people and a lot of people seem to understand it better. After watching this video, you'll probably find ways that you can use it pretty much every day. So one of the most basic ways that I use it right now is I use it as an editor. So for example, here's one of my Future Tools weekly newsletters. And what I like to do every week is I actually write these newsletters 100% myself, but then I have ChatGPT be my editor. So for example, here's a tool called Run Diffusion. I wrote a description of Run Diffusion here. And once I've done writing this description, what I will typically do is I will copy the description that I just wrote. I'll paste it into GPT-4 here and then add a couple spaces and then type, please proofread for spelling, grammar, and readability. And then so I can tell what it actually changed, I'll type, then give me a list of changes that you made. So it rewrote this paragraph for me. So I can go ahead and copy and paste this paragraph into my newsletter here that's been fixed for grammar, spelling, and readability. So I'll just paste my new version in here like that. Here's the list of changes it made. It removed the apostrophe from let's. It added a comma after Midjourney. It changed you'd to you would, added a comma after installed, and changed that to than. So it fixed all of my typos, spelling, and grammar mistakes. Whenever I'm writing a newsletter now or a blog post or anything that I know is going to be seen by a lot of people, I still like to write it myself and use my own voice, but I like to let ChatGPT clean it up and fix it for me real quick. So the second simple way that I like to use ChatGPT is to summarize articles. So here's an article I found called ChatGPT is coming for your jobs, the terrible ones at least, and I can copy all of this text from this article here, copy this, bring it over to ChatGPT, paste it in, get rid of this last line because that is not relevant, and then add a couple spaces below it and say, summarize the above article using bullet points of the main ideas and important elements. Let it run. And now it's just going to give us quick bullet points from this article. Now this entire article here is summarized in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bullets. Researchers from the University of Zurich compared OpenAI's ChatGPT to Amazon Mechanical Turk workers for text annotation tasks. ChatGPT was found to be more accurate in 4 out of 5 tasks. Now that's just one way. The other way you can actually use GPT-4, not necessarily ChatGPT, but GPT-4, is by opening up the Edge browser, going to the article that you want to read, clicking on this little Bing logo at the top, and typing summarize this article into bullet point. And there we go. GPT-4 summarized this into about 8 bullet points this time. Now, sometimes you'll come across articles that are just too long for ChatGPT. You'll paste them in and it'll say this article's too long. When you run into that, using Microsoft Edge over here to get a summary of the article is really the best way to do it. Now, another way to use ChatGPT, let's say you come across a sales page and you're weighing whether or not you want to purchase the product or not. For example, here's a product that I just picked off of Future Tools called Weight Room. We can actually select the sales copy on this page, copy the text, bring it over to ChatGPT and paste it in here. And then we can type, what are the pros and cons of using a software like this? And check this out. It'll list the pros, and most likely these pros are the feature lists that it listed on their website already. So things like improved focus and productivity, better collaboration, equal opportunity, reduced meeting fatigue, etc., etc. But then it also lists the cons. And this is more where ChatGPT is getting a little creative with it, because obviously the sales page of this isn't going to list the cons. So this is ChatGPT interpreting what it believes some of the cons could be of using a tool like this. Limited spontaneity. The structure format might hinder spontaneous discussions. Potential stress from time constraints. Time slots might create stress for some participants. Learning curve. Users may require some time to adapt to the new format. Technical issues. As with any software, there may be occasional glitches. Reliance on technology. A complete reliance on the software may make meetings vulnerable to unexpected tech issues. Privacy and security concerns. Users might have concerns about the privacy and security of their data. And cost. While the software is currently free, it may eventually introduce a pricing plan, which could be a consideration for budget-conscious teams or organizations. So you could paste a sales page in that is probably only going to list the benefits of using the tool, and ChatGPT is going to help you come up with some of the potential cons. And just like in the last example, you can also do this with the Edge browser by using the little sidebar chat. Now, the fourth way that I like to use ChatGPT is to have it actually generate Midjourney prompts for me. Now, I've done entire videos about this process, so I'm gonna just kind of brush over this one quickly, and you can check out my previous videos on this, but here's kind of the idea. You can train ChatGPT on a Midjourney formula. For example, here's a formula for a Midjourney prompt: a photograph of subject doing something in setting during time of day, taken with type of camera, with type of camera lens, and then we want all of our images to be aspect ratio 16:9, and we want it to use Midjourney version 5. And then I asked, do you understand the formula? And then it explains back the formula to me. And then I came down here and I write 5 Midjourney prompts using the given formula with the subject being a basketball. And then you can see that it filled in all of these different slots with its own creative information. So for example, a photograph of a basketball soaring through the air being shot in a bustling city park during a sunny afternoon, taken with a Canon EOS R5 with a 70-200mm f2.8 lens. And then there's our aspect ratio. And it generated 4 more examples like that. And then write 5 Midjourney prompts using the given formula with the subject being a baseball field. And then it wrote several with the subject being a baseball field. And then if you want, you can even let it choose the subject, but let's have us do time of day. And so if we were to write 5 Midjourney prompts using the above Midjourney formula with time of day being sunset, let it do that. And now it's going to randomly change the subject every single time. And the time of day in every single one of these prompts is going to be sunset. Now you can see that the subject changed in every single one. A couple walking hand in hand, a group of friends gathered around a crackling bonfire, a majestic mountain range, a bustling cityscape, and a serene lake. And all of them, the common denominator is that they're taken at sunset. And here's one example of the type of sunset images we get out of that. And here's another with the people sitting around a bonfire. This generates absolutely amazing images when you let ChatGPT actually think of the creative prompts for you. Now, this same exact concept actually works perfectly well using Stable Diffusion. Stable Diffusion requires kind of a different style prompt than what you'd use in Midjourney, so you would change up the formula a little bit. For example, here's a formula for a Stable Diffusion image prompt. An image of subject doing action, creative lighting style. Let's add an adjective here. Let's add detailed, realistic, cinematic HD. Let's do trending on ArtStation, since that always seems to help a little bit, I guess. Let's go in the style of, and then let's add 3 famous artists. Let's go famous artist 1, famous artist 2, and famous artist 3. So now I can have it write 5 Stable Diffusion formulas for me. Write 5 Stable Diffusion prompts using the above formula with the subject being a baseball player. An image of a determined baseball player pitching a ball enhanced by neon lighting, detailed, realistic, HD, trending on ArtStation in the style of Jackson Pollock, Andy Warhol, and Wassily Kandinsky. That'll be interesting. I don't know how a Jackson Pollock image is going to look in there, but let's just go ahead and plug this straight into Stable Diffusion here. Bring up our batch size so we get 4 images, and let's generate 4 images and see what it does for us. And here we go. Here's the 4 images that it generated for us of a baseball player pitching a ball with the neon lighting. I mean, it got most of it right, but I don't know how you're going to interpret Jackson Pollock with Andy Warhol with Wassily Kandinsky. I don't know how to pronounce that name. So I guess this is what we're going to get out of that. We can even change up the formula to say, write 5 Stable Diffusion prompts using the above formula with the subject being a basketball player, use modern artists from the 2000s that create realistic imagery. So maybe we'll get some more modern art that's kind of more in our generation here and also more realistic images, and let's see what it gives us. So let's try this one. An image of a focused basketball player shooting a game-winning three-pointer illuminated by dramatic rim lighting, detailed realistic HD, trending on ArtStation in the style of Dirk Zimmerski, Steve Hanks, and Casey Ba. And I know I probably pronounced some of those names wrong. And here's the type of images we get from that prompt. Guy looks a little cross-eyed, but other than that, looks pretty good. That one's not bad either. This one, they're missing a face, but not too bad. All right, now let's start getting into some more really creative stuff that are ways that you probably haven't thought yet to use ChatGPT. One of the things I like to do is get business advice from it to help with what I'm trying to accomplish. So here's one example. I like to explain my business and then ask for advice on how to improve this business. So for example, I have a website where I curate the coolest and most innovative computer software in the generative AI space. I add new tools to it daily and keep it very up to date. However, there are many other sites popping up that are copying the exact same idea and making similar websites. What are some creative ideas that I can do to make my site unique and build a moat around what I'm creating? Now, after reading ChatGPT's suggestions, I feel really good about my Future Tools brand. It suggests exclusive content, offer exclusive content that can't be found anywhere else, such as interviews with developers, expert reviews, or behind the scenes looks at the development process. Community building, create an online community around your website, such as a forum or Discord server. We've got the Future Tools Discord, which is very active. We're approaching 5,000 members. Challenges and competitions, organize regular challenges and competitions for users to create content using the tools you feature. We do that inside of our Discord right now about once a month. Collaboration opportunities, partner with developers and creators in the generative AI space to develop exclusive tools, plugins, or tutorials specifically for your website. Personalized recommendations, implement a personalized recommendation system. We do that now on Future Tools with Matt's Picks. Educational resources, offer comprehensive learning resources such as tutorials, workshops, and courses. Kind of what I do with this YouTube channel right now. User-generated content, encourage users to submit their creations made with these tools you feature and showcase the best ones on your website. Social media presence, build a strong social media presence on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Email newsletter, create an email newsletter that offers curated content, industry news, and updates on your website. I got the Future Tools weekly newsletter that goes out every Friday. You can find it over at futuretools.io. Improve website design and user experience. So this gives me some great advice, but the point being, this wasn't meant to be a Future Tools pitch, but the idea is you can explain your business and ask, how do I give myself a competitive advantage? How do I build a moat around my business? How do I differentiate? There's some great sites out there that curate tools, sites like Futurepedia, sites like Super Tools from the Rundown that have really cool curated lists of AI tools. I highly recommend checking out those sites. However, those sites don't have my YouTube content. Those sites don't have the Discord community that I created. They don't have the competitions that we're uniquely running. That's not to say they're not doing that stuff as well, but they don't have what I'm uniquely bringing to Future Tools, which is why we don't really see each other as competition. We all sort of bounce ideas off of each other and work together a bit. If you have a YouTube channel and you're looking for more ideas for videos, or you don't know what video to make next, here's a tip for you. Go to your YouTube channel and look at your most popular videos and feed the titles of the most popular videos into ChatGPT and let it recommend some new titles for you. So my most popular video has 1.1 million views and it's called "This is Better Than ChatGPT" with prompting guide. So let's go ahead and copy this title here. I'm gonna paste this into ChatGPT, get rid of all this extra stuff, and I'm gonna do that with my top 10 best performing YouTube videos. My next best performing has 793,000 views. Okay, so I just copied and pasted the 10 most popular videos from my YouTube channel, ranging from 1.1 million views down to about 220,000 views here. And I can now go, the above list is the titles of the most popular YouTube videos on my channel. Please suggest titles that will likely also be successful for new videos on my channel. Please suggest 10 new title ideas. Since most of my popular videos seem to be about ChatGPT, GPT-4, or Midjourney, we're getting a lot of that kind of suggestions. The future of AI, ChatGPT versus the world, generate stunning AI art with Midjourney, AI-powered video editing, revolutionizing content creation forever. That's a good one. I haven't done a whole lot about video editing yet. AI's impact on the literary world, discover how AI composes music that rivals the greats, AI language models and you, exploring the personal benefits of ChatGPT. So some really good stuff here. Now, if we want to get an even better list of ideas, We can come back over to YouTube here. Since I do a lot with GPT-4, let's do a search for GPT-4 and then come up to our filters here and then sort by view count. And let's find the most popular videos by views that talk about GPT-4. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste the titles of the 10 most popular videos here. All right, so I just pasted the 10 most popular videos that I came across that are about GPT-4 in here. And let's type the above list are the 10 most popular videos related to my YouTube topic. Use my original list of videos plus this new list of videos and suggest 10 new ideas for videos that will likely do well on my channel. So now it's going to take everything into account from my original list of videos that are most popular on my channel, plus the most popular videos on all of YouTube around GPT-4, and suggest even more ideas for videos. And now I have a list of 20 potential titles that I could go and make videos around on YouTube. So if you want one of the secrets to how I get a lot of views on YouTube, you're seeing it right here. AI romance, how GPT-4 and beyond will impact our love lives. Inside the mind of GPT-4, decoding the AI's decision-making process. The AI arms race, ChatGPT versus Google Bard, who will win? Dark secrets of GPT-4, what AI developers don't want you to know. ChatGPT to AGI, tracing the evolution of artificial intelligence. AI and entertainment, ChatGPT writes a Hollywood blockbuster script. Mind-blowing AI applications, GPT-4 breaks new ground in science and medicine. Now, one thing I do know about YouTube is that it's always best to have about 50 characters or less in your title, because after 50 characters, it starts to cut off the title. Based on all of the information above about what performs well, generate 10 new ideas for videos that are likely to perform well. Video titles should be 50 characters or less. And there we go. Now I have 10 titles that are 50 characters or less for ideas of videos that will likely do pretty well on my channel. Now, based on all the information that I gave it, let's have it write some titles for a video. The day I'm recording this video, I'm gonna be releasing a video about reverse engineering prompts for tools like Midjourney and Stable Diffusion. And I wanted to use what it knows about video titles that perform well and make me a title related to that. Today, I'm releasing a video about how to reverse engineer AI generated images and find out what prompts were used to generate those images. I'll be sharing tools that reverse engineer both Stable Diffusion and Midjourney images. Given everything you know about what titles work well and trying to keep the titles at 50 characters or less, generate 10 ideas for video titles for my video. Order them from most likely to perform well to least likely. Let's see what it says. Uncover AI secrets, reverse engineer generated images, reverse engineering AI art, reveal hidden prompts. All of these are pretty good, exposing AI's hidden tricks. So one of these is probably going to be the title of the video that I released yesterday. Now, moving on to my 8th tip for ChatGPT. ChatGPT can also help you create ideas for thumbnails. So I really like this second one here, reverse engineering AI art, reveal hidden prompts. So let's go ahead and copy that one and say, I'm going to use the title, reverse engineering AI art, reveal hidden prompts for today's YouTube video. Describe 5 different concepts for YouTube thumbnails. Be descriptive in telling me what go into those thumbnails. I'd like them to be attention grabbing and slightly clickbaity. That's what I do. Can't believe I'm giving away all my secrets. And here we go. 5 great descriptions of potential images I can use for thumbnails. And the cool thing is I can most likely copy and paste these straight into Midjourney and have Midjourney generate the images for me. So concept 1, they even named the concept Mystery Unraveled, a magnifying glass hovering over a stunning AI generated artwork with a faded image of source code in the background. The magnifying glass reveals a prompt within the art, giving the impression of uncovering a hidden secret. Bold, eye-catching colors and contrasting text overlay the words reveal hidden prompts, create a sense of intrigue and curiosity. Concept 2, a half-finished AI generated image with a paintbrush giving the impression that the AI is painting the image. A speech bubble appears from the the AI containing a prompt with a censored sign over it. The thumbnail's background features a digital grid reinforcing the AI theme. A catchy text overlay with the words AI secrets uncovered adds an element of clickbait. And then we've got 3 others. And if I just copy and paste one of these into Midjourney, let's see what happens. So here's one of the concepts straight out of Midjourney. I'd probably add, my face to it with some additional text over it or something, but not a bad concept. I love the colors and the idea of the magnifying glass. Here's another one of the concepts that was copied and pasted. Not quite bright enough colors for my taste, but I like it conceptually. All right, now I'm going to move on to the 9th tip that I have for using ChatGPT, which is having it build a website for you. Now, I've showed this off in past videos about GPT-4, so I'm not going to go into too much depth about this. I also have another video where I made an entire video game using GPT-4, which shows its capability of coding. So this has been well covered on my channel, but I'll just show you real quick that you can literally type something like create an HTML website for me with inline CSS for a business that sells custom frisbees. Include filler copy related to frisbees, as well as headlines, subheadlines, bullet points, and areas where images should be included. Use a black outline to show off where images should be added into the website. Okay, so it wrote a bunch of code for me for my website here. It kind of did some of it inside of this little code box and some of it out, so a little funky here, but it should still work. So the simplest way to do this is I'm going to open up a notepad here, and I'm going to copy and paste all of my code into the notepad. All right, now that I've got it all pasted in the notepad, I can save this as, let's just call it frisbee.html. I'll save it to my desktop for now. Now, if I open this in Chrome here, you can see here's the website that it made for me. Custom Frisbee shop. It's got a little menu at the top. It's got an area for a hero image, got some sub headlines here. It's got some bullets. It's got some featured product images, got contact us, contact information, copyright down at the bottom. Yes, it's a very basic website, but now you can continue on with ChatGPT and improve upon it. So I can say something like, the website is a bit too wide. I only want it to stretch 75% across the page. I'd also like the headlines, subheadlines, and menu to be centered on the page. What code do I need to replace to fix this? Okay, so it gave me a bunch of new code to copy and paste, so I'm just going to go ahead and copy it all and replace everything that I've already have inside of my website with the new code. Go ahead and save my HTML file here, and now if I reset this, now everything is centered and it's only taking up about 75% of the page. And so you can just kind of keep going back and forth with ChatGPT, telling it what you want fixed, and then over time you'll get closer and closer to that website that you're looking for. Now, another cool use of ChatGPT is you can do literally the opposite of it. Let's say you're running into a bug on your website and you don't know what's causing that bug. You can have ChatGPT look at your code and make suggestions on how to clean up the code. For example, let's say this was our existing website. If I go and view the page source of this website, you can see here's all the code that was written for us. If I go Command A and then copy all of this, we can come to ChatGPT and then paste all of our code in and say, here is the current code for our website. Let's say I want these featured products to be in 3 columns instead of on top of each other. I could come over here and say, here's the current code for our website. Please show the 3 product images in 3 columns instead of stacked on top of each other. Don't rewrite the entire code. Tell me which parts to replace. So it tells me to add a new class called product row inside of the style section. So I can copy this code up inside of our style section. We could add this to the bottom right before our /style here, like that. Doesn't need to look pretty. And then down here it says replace this part with this. So let's go ahead and do a quick search on our document for this part. So if I go Command F, I could just search for this whole thing and it found it right here. So it wants me to replace from this div to this div where it shows the 3 product images with this code. So let's go ahead and replace that whole section with this. Now, if I hit Command Save, refresh our page, scroll down, now it fixed it so our 3 product images are in columns. And this was sort of the reverse. I gave it code and said, here's what I'm working with my website. Tell me how to fix this thing. So not only will it build a website, but it'll also help you debug or fix an existing website. So there you go. There's a handful of really cool ways that you can use ChatGPT right now to improve a lot of your workflows. You can have it be your grammar, spell check, and readability checker for you. You can have it summarize articles into bullet points for you, or have it give you the pros and cons of using a specific product. You can have it generate prompts for you for Midjourney and Stable Diffusion, or you can tell it about your business and have it give you ideas to improve your business. You could load your YouTube titles into it and have it suggest new YouTube titles. You can have it create thumbnail ideas for you that are likely to get clicks. You can have it generate entire websites for you, or you can have it fix up or change existing websites that you're already building. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just some of the basics that you could do with ChatGPT. In fact, you should check out the video that I made about how I built an entire game with GPT-4 and broke that whole process down. This is literally just scratching the surface. And if you like videos like this and you want to see me nerd out about other cool stuff you can do with things like ChatGPT and GPT-4 and Midjourney and Stable Diffusion and AI music and all of the cool AI 3D world building and all of the cool AI stuff that I love to nerd out about, consider subscribing to this channel and giving this video a thumbs up. Those two little things will make sure you see more cool content like this inside of your YouTube feed. And if you haven't already, you should head over to futuretools.io and join the free newsletter. Every single Friday, I send you just the 5 coolest tools that I've come across, a handful of news articles in the AI space, a handful of YouTube videos about AI, and one cool way to make money. It really is the TLDR of the week in AI. I send it every single Friday, and you can get on the list over at futuretools.io. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you hanging out and nerding out with me over some more cool AI stuff, and I hope you come back and check out the next video. Anyway, check out this video that's up above me right now about how to make a game using GPT-4, and that'll show some really next level stuff that you could do with this. All right, thanks again. I really, really appreciate you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.